Listen, there is a massive, and I mean massive mistake quietly draining thousands of dollars in travel points from wallets everywhere. If you're checking out this explainer, you probably already know the secret. Credit card welcome bonuses are hands down the absolute fastest way to travel the world for free. But, you know what? The game has completely changed. We've been combing through the latest 2026 data, digging into the hidden terms and conditions, and tracking real-world application results, and we found a major trap. It's the Amex family rule, and it's a brutal algorithm update catching even seasoned point maximizers completely off guard. So buckle up, because we're going to expose exactly how to protect your points.
To really understand this, I want you to imagine our stickman friend here. So he applies for a shiny new Amex Gold card. He eagerly hits the minimum spend, logs in to check his account expecting a massive payday, and gets slapped with absolutely nothing. 0 points, just a digital tumbleweed blowing across the screen. Why did this happen? I mean, his credit score is perfect, he pays his bills on time, and he has never even had the gold card before. Well, our stickman friend just triggered a hidden landmine in the American Express system. And honestly, it's a mistake that is incredibly easy to make if you don't know the new rules of engagement.
That single, seemingly innocent mistake just cost our stickman friend big time. We're talking up to 175,000 points. To put that into perspective for a second, 175,000 points is easily enough for a free, ultra-luxury first-class flight to the Maldives or a whole week in a high-end hotel. Gone. Just vaporized right into the digital ether. And it's all because he didn't understand a relatively new enforcement mechanism that Amex has rolled out to stop people from easily raking in bonuses.
So let's get into Section 1, Unpacking the Family Rule, or as it's better known, the Little Brother Trap.
The family rule is simple, but man, it is brutal. It dictates that earning a welcome bonus on a higher tier card permanently locks you out of earning bonuses on lower tier cards in that exact same lineage. By getting a premium card first, you essentially burn the bridge for any future bonuses on its little brother cards. In the old days, you could just grab any card, score the bonus, and move on to the next. Not anymore. The system now looks incredibly closely at the entire family of the card you're trying to get.
Let's visualize this with our stickman on a staircase. If he parachutes straight onto step 3 to grab that ultra-premium Amex Platinum card, he instantly and permanently locks himself out of the welcome offers for the green and gold cards sitting on steps 1 and 2. Amex's logic here is basically, hey, if you already hold our top-tier product, we definitely don't need to incentivize you to try our lower-tier ones. So if you want all the points, and we all want all the points, you have to climb the stairs sequentially. You literally must start at step 1 with the green, then move to step 2 with the gold, and finally grab step 3 with the platinum.
And get this impressively strict rule applies to co-branded lineages too. So, looking at the Delta SkyMiles hierarchy, if you jump straight to the top of the pack and get the Delta Reserve card, you instantly disqualify yourself from ever getting a welcome bonus on the blue, gold, or platinum versions. That is hundreds of thousands of potential SkyMiles completely wiped out just because you applied out of order. But hey, before we map out the exact order to apply for these to beat the system, you absolutely need to know about the digital trapdoor Amex installed.
Which brings us to Section 2, Beware the Pop-Up Jail, the algorithm's prison.
Right, so if you get flagged by the Amex algorithm for quote-unquote gaming the system, you'll see this exact gut-wrenching message pop up on your screen right when you hit submit. You are not eligible to receive the welcome offer. Welcome to pop-up jail. Now, the one silver lining here, thankfully, is that Amex actually warns you before they pull your credit. They're essentially saying, look, we'll give you the shiny card, but there's no way we're giving you the points. If you see this, you have the option to just withdraw your application, saving yourself a hard inquiry on your credit report. But the real question is, why did you get thrown in jail in the first place?
Well, the algorithm is constantly hunting for very specific behaviors. To keep out of this digital prison, you have to avoid these major red flags. First off, never ever close an account under 12 months. That just screams to the banks, I'm only here for the bonus. Second, don't just hit the minimum spend and instantly toss the card into a sock drawer to gather dust. Third, avoid only spending in high reward bonus categories without any regular everyday baseline spending. And finally, stay away from suspicious self-referrals or buying cash equivalent gift cards. You really need to maintain organic, consistent spending on your existing accounts to prove to the algorithm that you're a profitable customer.
Let's shift gears to Section 3, the Chase Sapphire Shift, broadening the stakes in 2026.
You see, it's not just Amex, the rules of the game are changing across the entire industry. Let's compare the velocity rules really quick, meaning how fast you can actually open these accounts. While Amex restricts you with their 1 in 5 and 2 in 90 rules, meaning you can only grab one card every 5 days, 2 every 90 days with a hard lifetime cap of 5 credit cards total, Chase's algorithm is a whole different beast. They enforce the infamous 524 rule. This literally means if you have opened 5 or more new credit cards across all banks, not just Chase, all banks, in the past 24 months, Chase will automatically deny you, period. You really have to map out your applications across every issuer to make sure you don't breach this limit.
And Chase has grown incredibly aggressive over the years. Back in 2018, they made you wait 48 months between Sapphire bonuses. Then in 2025, they literally copied Amex and introduced their own pop-up warnings for ineligible applicants. And finally, for 2026, they dropped the absolute hammer: a strict once-per-lifetime limit per Sapphire card. Once you earn the bonus for a specific Sapphire card, that's it. You can never get it again. Ever.
However, there is an amazing, game-changing silver lining for 2026. The old rule that limited you to holding only a single Sapphire card at a time, it is officially dead. This is a massive shift for point maximizers. It means that assuming you haven't had the bonuses before and you are safely under that 524 limit, you can now apply for and actually hold both the Chase Sapphire Preferred and the Chase Sapphire Reserve at the exact same time, earning the lifetime bonus on each one independently. Okay, so we've seen the traps, we've seen the rules, now let's build an actionable strategy to safely navigate these landmines.
Section 4. The Ultimate Application Strategy, the Bottom-Up Master Plan. So, by forcing our stickman to climb the mountain step by step starting at the very bottom tier, we legally maximize the points. First, execute the bottom-up strategy. Always start with the Amex Green or the Delta Blue. Once you lock those in, then you move up the ladder. Second, heed the pop-ups. If Amex or Chase gives you a warning that you aren't eligible for the bonus, stop. Withdraw the application immediately. Put some everyday organic spend on your existing cards and just try again in a few months. And third, pace your applications. Make a spreadsheet. You need to know exactly where you stand with Chase's 5/24 rule and Amex's 2 in 90 rule. By following this strictly, we can legally stack multiple once-in-a-lifetime bonuses without tripping the algorithms.
The experts at Upgraded Points really hit the nail on the head, summarizing the 2026 landscape. They noted, the lifetime restriction per card is a clear sign that Chase, like American Express before it, has closed the door on earning repeat offers. That is huge. The golden era of casually repeating bonuses every few years is completely over. You have exactly one shot at these massive welcome offers per card, which makes our bottom-up tactical climb absolutely vital. If you waste your one shot, or you just apply out of order, you can't undo it.
So, now that you know about the hidden family rule traps, the serious dangers of pop-up jail, and the master bottom-up strategy to beat them all, take a hard look at the cards currently sitting in your wallet and map out your 524 status. With these new, hyper-aggressive algorithms actively hunting for mistakes, you really have to ask yourself, is your next application going to unlock a first-class ticket to the Maldives, or is it going to lock you out of the game forever?